Habit number 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood, is key when it comes to effective communication. We have a deep human need to be understood and don't tend to open up unless we feel genuine love and understanding. We appreciate being listened to and not judged. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care." It doesn't take much to show others we care. It's simply taking the time to listen. So why do we have difficulty really listening to one another? Probably because we don't truly know how to listen.
First there was PlayStation, aka PS1. Then there's PS2, PS3, and now PS4. And that makes sense. You'd think after Xbox, there'd be Xbox 2. But no. Next came Xbox 360. And now, after 360, comes Xbox One. Why one? Maybe that's how many seconds of thought they put into naming it.
Can you get the butter, please?
However, with the Xbox One, I can control my entire entertainment system using voice commands. Up until now, I've had to use Leonard.
Then get the other one. Pass the butter.
Hang on. I don't feel like you're taking this dilemma seriously.
Fine, Sheldon. You have my undivided attention.
Okay, now, the PS4 is more angular and sleek looking.
No way!
It's true. But the larger size of the Xbox One may keep it from overheating.
You wouldn't want your gaming system to overheat?
No, you absolutely would not. And furthermore, the Xbox One now comes with a Kinect included.
Included?
Yes. Not sold separately. Although the PS4 uses cool new GDDR5 RAM, while the Xbox One is still using the conventional DDR3 memory.
Why would they still be using DDR3? Are they nuts?
See, that's what I thought. But then they go and throw in an ES RAM buffer.
Oh, wait a second. Who's they?
The Xbox.
You're kidding!
No, I am not. And this ES RAM buffer should totally bridge the 100 gigabit per second bandwidth gap between the two RAM types.
This is a nightmare. How will you ever make a decision?
See, I don't know. What should I do?
Please pass the butter!
Here are some poor listening styles you may have noticed Amy and Sheldon use, and honestly, we all tend to use them from time to time. Spacing out. As we're trying to listen, our mind begins to wander and gets caught up in our thoughts. Pretend listening. We kind of pretend we're listening by making comments like, "Yeah, cool, but we're not really paying attention." Selective listening. We only pay attention to part of the conversation. Word listening. We're paying attention to what's being said, but not to the feelings, body language, or real meaning of the words. Self-centered listening. We see everything from our own point of view, which often turns it into a competition type of listening, where we try to one-up the other person. Judging. As we're listening, we're making judgments in the back of our mind. Advising. Giving advice from our own experience rather than really listening to what's being said. Probing. This happens when we're trying to dig up emotions before the person is ready to share. Fortunately, there is an effective way to genuinely listen when we're having important or sensitive conversations. It begins by listening with our eyes, heart, and ears. 7% of communication comes from our ears, 53% from body language, and 40% is how the words are said, the tone and inflection. To listen to what people are saying, also listen to what they're not saying. Next, use empathy. It's important to look at the world from another's point of view, which is influenced by knowledge and life experiences. And last, use mirroring. Mirroring doesn't judge or give advice, it's reflecting. It's repeating back in your own warm and caring words what the other person is saying and feeling. Your mirroring phrases might begin with, When we genuinely listen, we are putting big deposits into our relationship bank accounts.